The election, of course, is tomorrow. It's your last chance to vote. And the last days before our country charts a new path. Will Donald Trump return to the White House? Or will Kamala Harris get a promotion? It has been a windy, twisty road to get to this point, and a lot has unfolded just within the last few months. Many of the little details that we saw along the way might pop back up and be significant in the months ahead. So tonight, before the results come out, before the last voters cast their ballots, let's answer the question, how did we get here? Trust me, 238 days can go by faster than you think.
Our exclusive WRL News poll shows Trump holds a 5-point lead.
Here we are, one day to go, and lots of things have changed. A big tipping point came in June when Biden and Trump took the debate stage.
With the with dealing with everything we have to do with, look.
We got widespread panic among Democrats overnight, one texting me saying this is a disaster.
But Biden wasn't backing down.
I beat him once, and I will beat him again.
Then an unprecedented twist.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Former President Donald Trump rushed off the stage after gunfire erupts at his Pennsylvania rally.
And Trump wasn't backing down either. Days after the attempt on his life, he named Ohio Senator J.D. Vance as his running mate and accepted the Republican nomination.
We will, in short, make America great again.
With faith and devotion, I proudly accept your nomination for President of the United States.
The energy at the RNC was electric.
Donald Trump has my strong endorsement, period.
Let's make the 45th President of the United States the 47th President of the United States.
Make Donald J. Trump our president again.
Donald Trump is leading in Wisconsin right now. Donald Trump is leading in Arizona right now. And Donald Trump, most believe, is right now has the lead in Nebraska. Even if you just go back to where we start, Donald Trump is in command.
July 21st, Biden drops out of the race, immediately endorsing his vice president, Kamala Harris.
I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation.
Harris secured the nomination in August, then picked Tim Walz as her running mate.
These guys are just weird. That's where they are. So it isn't much else. Don't give them the power.
A fresh ticket supercharged the DNC.
I accept your nomination to be President of the United States of America.
Kamala Harris will fight for you to the very end.
America's ready for a new chapter.
Hope is making a comeback.
And North Carolina was back in the spotlight.
The Democrats believe, tough, but they believe North Carolina would be in play.
If Democrats can flip North Carolina, when you get to that road to 270 in the battle for the Electoral College, that could be decisive for Democrats if they could ever take this state from the Republicans.
But the energy would keep shifting. Another debate.
Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people.
She goes down as the worst vice president in the history of our country.
Another assassination attempt. WRL has learned that the suspected gunman has ties to North Carolina. The polling in our state showed a razor-thin race.
Vice President Harris is now up in 4 of those states, and the closest one on the list right now, North Carolina, just a 1/10 of a percentage point.
For weeks, the campaigns have locked in on North Carolina. Visit after visit after visit. From the mountains to the coast, from Charlotte to Raleigh, Greensboro to Wilmington. The major parties had their candidates, but the ballot wasn't complete.
They decided all mail-in ballots should be reprinted without RFK Jr.'s name on it. The staff here at the State Board of Elections are going to be forced to reprint millions of ballots.
The hurdles just kept coming, the biggest in the form of a hurricane.
The absentee ballots have already been sent out in the mail in the 25 counties that were affected. Some of those may be lost in the disaster.
The list goes on. Fights over voter rolls and voter ID, confusing text messages sent to voters, even some absentee ballots getting stuck in their envelopes. Despite it all, North Carolina saw record turnout for early voting, even in the mountains, with one more day of voting left to go. That's how we got here. It has been a long road, and the fastest, most complete election results for you at your fingertips. The WRAL News app. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now. Download that app. The WRAL News app will provide interactive, up-to-the-minute results from more than 400 races across the state of North Carolina. You'll drill down and see the running count for races on your ballot in the country or nationwide. Make sure you check those settings as well. Enable the alerts so you can get notifications when key races are called.